Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the brand new 2022 Cultivate What Matters PowerSheets. Alright guys, so a couple of days ago, the 10th year of the PowerSheets launched, and it is like a super exciting time of year in the planner community and in like the goal setting community, because this is about the same time of year that new planners, all kinds of new systems start popping up all over the place. So I want to first start out by saying these items were sent to me to share with you from the team over at Cultivate What Matters, so a huge thank you to them because I always appreciate working with them. It's always awesome to work with them. So that being said, I did get my package like a week or so ago, but I am a little bit late getting this content up, but you still have plenty of time to decide whether or not the PowerSheets are for you. So I want to start this video out just kind of giving you like just the raw overview of the PowerSheets and some of the accessories that they sent, and I'm going to leave my thoughts and opinions for the end of this video. Now, I'm not going to do a comparison. I do have last year's PowerSheets, but if you really want to see like a pretty good comparison to last year's version, check out my friend Cindy's video over at Llama Letters. I'll leave a link down below to her video. I thought she did a really good job seeing as how she used the PowerSheets the entire year and pointed out some really I wouldn't say significant differences, but there are some differences in last year's versus this year's. So if you're new, this is a good jumping point just because you'll be able to see just what this year's is about. So let's get started. So what I thought was really cool is that the PowerSheets came in this really beautiful box. Now, I haven't seen the boxes for the other cover colors. However, I don't know. I'm thinking they're all the same. I'm not sure for the 10-year anniversary. It's got like this beautiful gold foiling on it. That's pretty awesome. So the color that I chose is the natural linen. I mean, you guys, it's beautiful. I mean, there's something on this, like it's almost like a weird, like it makes it kind of buttery, but it is definitely like a linen cover, so it's not anything that's shiny or anything like that. It does have the gold corner protectors and the gold wire O coil there. I know that that is not a like community favorite, but I think that they've been doing this for a couple of years now. Prior to this, they were using a white plastic coil, so this is definitely an upgrade. Now, one thing I do want to mention is the PowerSheets are $62, which is pretty average, I think, for a goal setting system. Let me get some of these things out of the way. All right, so over here you've got the Cultivate What Matters PowerSheets in gold foil on the cover. You do have a front cover that has a pocket right here, which seems pretty sturdy. You've got a card where you can put your word of the year. That is something that they give away pretty much every year. And then another little card that says your best year starts here, and just some like next steps to start your best year. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's put those back in there. You've got the cover page that says Hello Fresh Start. This cultivated year belongs to. The sticker sheet, which is also something that they've had in their books for a couple of years. Next page, you've got a little cultivate page along with the definition of cultivate and a letter from the team over at Cultivate What Matters. Got a little quote page. Now you've got this page over here that has your 2022 goals and ideas, what you want to cultivate in the year ahead. What do you want to cultivate in the year ahead? Write some goals and ideas and thoughts for 2022, and they do give you a couple of examples at the bottom. Next page just has your comparison isn't just the thief of joy, it's the thief of everything. Where does comparison sneak into your life? Next page is your About Me. You have your ways that you're most encouraged, what you want to be known for, what helps me do my best, feel motivated when, and how I feel about goals. Next, you have a What Makes You Come Alive page, and you're going to describe how you feel on most days, and of course it's got some other prompts there for you as well. Then you've got another page. This is What Fires Me Up. What do you love? Uncover your unique passions. so on and so on. All right, I'm trying to not make this video like 500 years long, but to just kind of give you an overview of what you're getting if you decide to purchase this book. Then you have your cultivated evaluation, and this is where you're going to evaluate the 8 areas of your life, and you're going to give each area a rating of 1 to 10, along with any thoughts of why you chose that number. I believe this looks a little bit different than last year's, but also almost the same. I think they also changed some headings in here. Like I know focal relationship was not a thing last year, so that's pretty cool. Then you're going to have your good things, what worked in the last year, people you're grateful for, your challenges, what I learned. You have your get ready to break free page. So this is where you're going to talk about where you feel you are stuck. Next page, I think we've made it to page 15, who I really am. Your weaknesses can become your strengths. What happens if you flip the script on the lies you've believed? What if you're too much or not enough became just right, and you've got a space for that? Then you've got your moving past fear section. And then if I were to step into my fears and take action, I would feel, and you would fill that out there. All right. Next, we have these days are your legacy. Check the things that apply to you, and it just got some prompts there as well. Life is too short and too meaningful to coast through. Next page is your big picture. Imagine yourself many years from now looking back on the whole of your life. Where will you be grateful you spend your time and attention? What will have mattered and what won't have mattered? And then you've got another prompt. Where do you want to be? Knowing what will matter to you, describe the person that you want to be. So you've got a spot for that. Next up, you have your big picture vision. What's your big picture vision for each area of your life? And write out some thoughts. And those are labeled for you in the 8 areas from that previous section. Then you've got another little quote or decorative page here. And then you've got a cultivated year, time to make some decisions, things that you are saying yes to, things that you are saying no to. Another little quote decorative page here. Then you've got imagine it, your intentional year, and then it's just got all of these sentences that will then go back to some of the previous pages that you can reference. So for example, I am capable of change and I'm deciding that I can. The areas of my life that most need to be cultivated are, and you would go back to the corresponding page, and there it says pages 10 through 11. And so you've got several statements like that, and then you would go back and reference those pages. Next up, you know what you want to cultivate. Now let's do something about it. So you've got this area where it asks you what you most want to cultivate in 2022. Types of goals over on page 25. So it's got habits, finish lines, big dreams, set your focus. Then it breaks up the areas, the 8 areas again, the habits that you're going to want to cultivate, the finish line, the big dream, things like that. On page 26, get ready to goal, know where your focus needs to be, and then it just gives you a little bit more like tips and all of that. So your friends, habits, finish lines, and big dreams, how that can help you. So for example, for your habits for your friends, it's kind of a pretty neat example page. It will tell you call, text a friend daily. Finish line would be make a new friend, but your big dream could be cultivate friendships from the ground up in your new city. Your rough draft of your yearly goals. Simplify your year. Use this page to write a rough draft of your habits, finish lines, big dreams for 2022. And then of course you've got some more tips and, you know, almost like a guiding resource throughout these pages. Next up, you have another quote page, decorative page. Then you've got this page on page 29 where you would write your 2022 goals here for reference on one master list. Page 30 is make it easy to remember where to focus. And this is where you're going to make a list of a few possible words that resonate with you. Next up is your vision board. I'm sure if you're familiar with a vision board, I mean, it's kind of whatever you want it to be, but it does tell you know where you are going. So collage, sketch, paint, and sticker a vision of your year here. Next, you have let's take the pressure off. Every goal grows little by little. And it's got a little prompt here that says, where have you seen little by little progress in your life? Turning challenges into opportunities is what we have on page 33. And of course, there are more prompts here for you to read and follow along, and an area where you can write down ways that you will turn your challenges into opportunities. Next up, we get into the goal action plan section. So you have your goal, your why, the type of goal it is, the area of life that it pertains to, the resources that are needed. This plan aligns with and you can, check off what it aligns with. So it's either aligning with your big picture, your yes, no list, or your word of the year. And then it gives you what page it is referencing. Then you have an area that says what success looks like for this goal at the end of 22. What might happen if I don't start making progress on this goal? The people who will positively be affected by this goal, and how will I have fun with this goal along the way. Then you have another page to break your goals down. And then this continues for several pages. I want to say 8 or 9 pages. And then you get to your yearly overview. Pace yourself for success, take action step ideas and sketch them out in this yearly overview. So you have one for season 1, season 2, season 3, and then season 4. Next up, you have customize these pages. You're going to fit your PowerSheets to fit your unique goals and life with downloadable wild card pages. And of course, you can go to the website for that. It even tells you exactly where you need to go. Print as many wild card pages as you like from the library of 20 plus downloads. Then you've got a quote page. So we have made it all the way to page 53. All right, so here we are. This is what the tabs look like in the linen cover. So you have January, all good things start with one step. Anytime a sentence starts with all good things, I think of Olaf. All good things, all good things. Okay, I know you had to think of it too, so I could not say it. February, the best things in life grow slowly. March, bloom where you have been planted. April, believe in what you can't see. May, choose what matters. June, little by little, progress adds up. July, you have grow what lasts longer than you. August, choose progress, not perfection. September is celebrate all the tiny victories. October is a cultivated life is a sweet life. November is gratitude turns what we have into more than enough. And then you have December, cultivating what matters changes everything. And I'll go through at least 1 month of this so you can kind of get a vibe of what the pattern is like in here. So when you get to the month of January, the first page is going to be your prepare well page. So it has your important to-dos, what you're excited for, what's on your mind, and what you are hopeful for. Now, I believe this started last year. I'm trying to think back. I've been purchasing the PowerSheets for a few years now, but they started adding in this monthly onto page spread. It is a Sunday start, Sunday through Saturday. And then you've got a column over here for whatever you want to put. So I've seen a lot of different ways that you could use this. I do like that there are like no prompts, no quotes. This page is fairly clean and easy on the eye, so you really can make it whatever you want it to be. Then you've got the first month of the new year and a list of ideas to start well and refresh your life. Next up is your tending list and a how-to guide, if you will. So it kind of gives you just some steps for each part of the tending list. Then you're going to brainstorm your month. So you're going to use this page to brainstorm where you will focus your time, your monthly ideas, your weekly ideas, and your daily ideas. And you have a small area down here where it says, note which areas this month's goals go over. You don't need to touch on all 8 areas of your life. Then you have your actual tending list, which is probably the page that you guys see the most all over social media. So you have this page that you will kind of use as your tracker for the month. And so of course it has your tending list, your encouraging words, your priority for the month, lines for your monthly action items, along with some bars right over here to track your progress. Then you have an area for your weekly action items and a way to track your progress weekly as well. Then you have an area for your daily action items, and I do notice that this is different than the year prior. It is definitely easier on the eyes for the daily tracking, so that is great. It is broken up into weeks at the bottom there. That's a huge improvement. I'm gonna say that right there. And then you've got your monthly overview, and this is going to be where you just kind of recap the whole month. So who you're grateful for, goals that are growing well, what's not working right now, good things this month, what I read or listened to, favorite memories from this month, what you're saying no to, and what you are saying yes to. So then when you get into February, it's only slightly different simply because you are then moving into the next month. You don't have the prompts for the new year. So your typical month is going to look like your prepare well page with your important to-dos, excited for, and such, your monthly spread, then your brainstorm for the month, and your tending list. Then when you get to, let's go to the end of a quarter, because I do know that that is different. So when you get to the next quarter, you're going to do your refresh is here. And at this point, you're going to do a check-in on each area of your life to see what progress you have made. The next page is going to have your prep work refresh, what you're saying yes to, what you're saying no to, and some helpful tips and reminders to stay motivated with your goals, essentially. Then you've got a keep moving forward page. Which goal have you made the most progress on? Which goal do you feel stuck on? What is holding me back from moving forward? What would you have to change for you to move forward on this goal? And then you have an area for your refreshed goals, if you had any that changed. Planning for the season ahead, and then breaking your goals down. So it's definitely a smaller version of the prep work, which that is very nice. And then when you move into the next month, it's going to be the same way. You're going to have your prepare well, your monthly, your brainstorm, and your tending list along with your monthly recap. Now let's go to the end of the PowerSheets. And when you get to the end of December, you have a hooray, high five, you did it page, and then you've got your 2022 year in review. You just lived a cultivated year, and you're just gonna write a highlight from each month in here. It might be helpful if you do decide to use this book to put a tab here so that you remember to reference it once a month. You might even need to make it one of your habits on your tending list to come back here and do that. Then you've got your what a year you've had. Use this page to remember it. This year of growth, learning, mistakes, triumphs, and things you'd rather forget, and beautiful memories. There will never be another year quite like this. The best is yet to come. And then at the very end, you've just got a let's get ready for 2023 together. Holy cow, that is a lot. All right, so thoughts. So these past couple of years, I quite honestly have not really connected with the PowerSheets system. And some of my opinions haven't exactly changed at all. However, they have made some minor changes to these PowerSheets that almost feel like I could dive into this in my own way and have an enjoyable experience with the PowerSheets. So what do I mean by my own way? So I find that, now I know that there's some quotes pages in here, but there are the total of 53 pages of prep work. Now don't come for me about the quotes pages, but they're in there. So you could take like what, 4 pages out for quotes pages. So there's 49 pages of prep work. There is just so much, and it does feel like, in my personal opinion, again, it's a lot of repetitiveness. Now, I will say this could be good if you have absolutely no idea what path you want to take in life. Like you just don't even know what you're going to do about goals. Because the prep work in the PowerSheets to me is just like a massive deep dive into figuring out your shit if you have like absolutely no clue about goals or what you want to do with your life. I don't necessarily feel that this is something that you would need year after year after year once you have figured out how setting goals works for you. I don't know that I would need to do this year after year. I find some parts of the prep work helpful, but I don't know. I see people take like an entire month to do the prep work, and that just frustrates me. I don't think that goal setting or figuring out your goals should be that complicated or take that long. That's just my honest to goodness, like 2 cents. So I really do wish at times that this section was offered separately. Like maybe you don't need to do 50 pages of prep work, and you really just want to get, and you want to hit the ground running, and you just need this part of the PowerSheets, because I do think that it's possible to be able to use this part of the PowerSheets without 52 pages of, some of the work just seems really like you're just writing a lot of the same things down. But I get it, because at the end of it as well, if you don't have a focus or a vision for your goals, then this is the best way to pare it down and figure out what it is, or what direction it is that you want to go in for the following year. But for someone like me who's probably got some very simple, straightforward, uncomplicated goals, this is too much, and it's honestly, it makes me not want to set goals, which defeats the entire purpose of the rest of this book. So I think this was a couple of years ago, my friend Jen McIntosh said the prep work in here can be like a lot of like hand holding. And if you don't need that, you're probably going to gloss over most of this anyway. But before you guys think, oh my God, she like hates every aspect of this goal setting system, that is not totally true. I have always been a huge fan of the tending list. I absolutely love it. And I just think the actual monthly pages that come in here are really, really great. And I love being able to just, open this book, and this is where my focus is for the month, along with having a place to reflect for how that month went. So I do think that the actual, like, once you're past the prep work, this is a great system for setting your goals. But I don't think that the prep work needs to be quite as complicated or broken down as it is. And I was really hoping to see like a massive decrease in pages for the prep work. That's just honestly how I feel. The cover is gorgeous. The coil is fine, because this isn't something I would take anywhere with me anyway. It would sit at home. So I'm really happy that they are now offering a more neutral option, while still, staying true to their, their colors for their brand. This is a beautiful book, in my opinion. So that part is really, really nice. All right, let's move on to some accessories before I just, Okay, so they do have a new accessory pouch. This is the one that I have. It's in their beautiful, I cannot talk today. It's in their beautiful floral pattern for this year. It is gorgeous, and I think that it looks great with this book. It's like a nice balance of neutral and floral. I've gotten their pouches these last few years, and they are gorgeous. It's got like almost like a, I don't want to say that's peach. It's more like coral on the inside. I haven't even opened this, but it is like a really beautiful, vibrant coral color. It's got a pink elastic to wrap around your book, and these things have plenty of space. I do love that it has a gold zipper and a gold zipper pull. Those are really pretty, along with the Cultivate What Matters logo on the zipper pull. So that is really nice. This does retail for $20. Next up is their goal setting sticker book that retails for $15. I like this, especially if you actively use the PowerSheets, but what I really like was that some of the stickers were like revamped, and they just kind of have like this really cute style to them while staying true to their brand. So there's some quotes, some different shapes there, a lot of things that are really great for your tending list, which I love. And again, they just stayed true to all of their brand colors there, but there are quite a few stickers in here. And I think my favorites will always be the first page with all the florals. Those are super pretty. Next up, another new product for this year is the Everyday Notebook, and this cover is in the Blue Seeds color, and it is like also buttery smooth. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not like that hard scratchy material, but it is really pretty. And then the pattern on there, it has a beautiful gold foil on it, and it is just lined pages. But this is nice because I believe, I did try this out earlier, it will actually fit in the front pocket of your PowerSheets, like so. But to be quite honest, this is a super tight fit. That's all I'm gonna say. You might not want to do this too often. Okay, there we go. Okay, also new this year, they have a snap-in bookmark. This bookmark retails for $6. I think this is awesome because I was always using like sticky notes or tabs and things like that to try to find my pages in here. So if I do use this book, I'm probably going to have to order at least one more, maybe, but I like this, and it works really great with the coil. It's going to stay on there. It's not going to fall off. It's really easy to take on and off without feeling like you are going to break it. So I would highly recommend this for sure if you're going to order the PowerSheets, because it doesn't just come with a bookmark. You would have to order this. And last but certainly not least is the Tending List tape, which is washi tape. And this does retail for $14, and you do get 5 rolls of washi with all of the different patterns and color schemes that the PowerSheets offers. These are really, really cute. I have purchased them every single year, along with an extra set, because they are so pretty, even though I don't use washi. They're just so pretty, and I like having them as an option. But these are great to use in your PowerSheets because it just can add a little bit of extra decoration, especially if you're not a sticker person. This will last you all year long because there's quite a bit of washi on this roll. All right, guys, that is it for today's video. I would love to hear your thoughts on the new updated Cultivate What Matters PowerSheets. If you are ordering them, if you're not ordering them, what are you using for your goal setting system for 2022? Let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you are already subscribed, first of all, thank you very much, but make sure you hit that red notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.